Alright, welcome guys. Hope you guys are having a good day. I am going to be giving you 3 tips and demonstrating them all in one in this video today for you guys on how to become a better jumper. And I have somebody helping me today. It is my buddy, and he is going to be the 1-foot jumper and I'm going to be the 2. I'm going to show you the technique for 2 and he's going to show you the technique for 1, but I'll be explaining it all in the video as well. So we're going to get right into it. And rule number 1 is have a good technique when you go and jump, because that is what is very crucial in order to become a better jumper. So for a 2-foot jumper, you want to have that long first step, especially at the very end when you're jumping, and you want to jog up to the goal and you want to swing your arms all in one, and that is for 2 feet. And I'll give you an example on that with a ball. Now, if you noticed, when I was jumping, I had that long last step and I centered my body in front of the goal and I went straight up with the ball, and I kind of swung the ball with me. Now without the ball, it's the same concept, but it's going to show you the full arm swing on what you're needing to have. So now I'm going to have my buddy give you an example on the good technique on 1-foot jump. So go ahead and do that. Now for him, it's a little more difficult because between a shorter person and a tall person, there's a difference between technique. A shorter person, in my opinion, they have the quicker approach, and the long person, taller person, has the technique of, it's kind of slower, but it's gonna be the same concept. But for 1 foot, it's gonna be a lot easier because it's all in one motion. With the bad technique on what you're not wanting to do is you're not wanting to jump forward when you're going off 1 foot. So he's gonna give you an example real quick. When you're jumping off 1 foot and you're going forward, you're not getting that full straight up motion in order to jump higher. You're just jumping straight forward basically for like long jump and track, which you're not wanting when you're wanting to dunk a ball or anything, or go up for a rebound. But the good technique is keeping your back straight and kicking that leg straight up in the air, getting that full length of approach that you're wanting when you're going to the goal. And that is tip number 2, your approach. And what you're wanting on that as a 2-foot jumper, the same concept, but you want to add that technique in. On your approach, you want to pick a certain spot on the court and you want to go from there. Everybody's different and everybody has their different approaches that they want to go and do, but there's different approaches to everything. There's an approach on just standing there with the ball, there's an approach on walking up with the ball, and there's an approach on running up with the ball. And I'm going to show you just standing there with the ball on what it is to have the good technique with that approach, which is standing there. So when you're standing there with the ball, there's not really much to it. It's all about just standing there, keeping your back straight and just going up with it. That is just a part of training. That is what's getting you to the point on, hey, I need to practice this right here, because that's what you're wanting to do in order to jump higher. So, right there is an example on without the ball. So when you're standing right dead center where you're wanting to be, you want to swing your arms back. You can bend over, but you want to keep your back straight. And as soon as you swing your arms up, you want to aim straight for the sky and you want to go straight up. That is making your muscles learn on exactly how to jump with that technique, which is your approach. Now walk up, same thing as running up. So I'm just going to show you the run up. And that is, you're going to basically pick a spot on the court and you're going to jog up and you're going to have that full approach at the end. And that is for 2 feet. Now for 1 foot, when you're jogging up and you're running up, he'll show you the full approach. It's actually pretty simple, but it's all about consistent repetition and on just keep going on how you're gonna do things. But you wanna keep going at it in order to become better at it. But the last thing is for explosiveness. And that is what you want behind the technique and the approach. That's your power. That's what you want when you're going up to block a ball, to become better, to jump higher in general. So when you're going up, you want to go as hard as you can, and you just want to show your true power on really going up and becoming that jumper that you want to be. That is 2 feet off of explosiveness. That is the form. That is that is basically your juice that you're needing from the technique and the approach. So that was 2 feet. You want to go powerful. You want to go up like you're wanting to destroy the rim. You want to go up like you're wanting to touch the sky. That's your explosiveness. And now that was just 2 feet, but now my buddy is going to show you 1 foot. See how he went up, had that approach, had that technique, had that explosiveness, wanting to go up and get that as much as he wanted it. Now he's going to show you 1 more time just in case. Now that one was the best one out of the other one he just did. But that is what I have to share with you. Those are the 3 tips. It's not really much, but it's perfect. It's enough for what you're needing to do in order to jump higher. But some of the information, I got my information from on getting to jump higher, Hoops Geek. And this guy, he basically, I think he's 31 now, but he has a whole profile, whole portfolio on everything. He has a program, how to jump higher, every technique, everything that you need to know about jumping higher and all that good stuff. But that's where I got some of my demonstrations from. That's where I got some of my techniques, some of the workouts, and everything that I had to do. But other than that, that was what I have for you to jump higher. And don't forget, guys, just listen to those 3 tips, practice those 3 tips in order to jump higher.